Hello creatives, it's another writing video for you this week, and unfortunately my writing video is not going to begin on Monday like I would have hoped, but I'm going to take the time I might have spent for a Monday video to remind you that life can sometimes get a little hectic and a little crazy, which my Monday and Tuesday have been. But here's the thing. As I expressed in my Naked Monday video, we have to begin to make time for the things that are going to move the needle. So today, even though it is almost 8 o'clock in the PM here, I am going to sit down and record a video, a writing video, because I want you to know that I am right in the thick of it with you, and that I am practicing what I preach. And so hopefully when you watch this, you will be inspired to work on your own project, whatever your creative project is, and you will keep putting the work in, even when life gets a little crazy. So let's go. Let's do the darn thing. See you in a bit.
We only saw the warning one, and I have check both top and live chat, and that's the only one. Besides the hi to Josiva and
So, after 30 minutes of a sprint with JC Carpenter, who is another author tuber here on YouTube, and her gang of merry people, they are great to watch because they're really funny and chatty, but they still get the words in and get their, and do the creative work that they need to do throughout that process. I was able to actually, I think my beginning word count, because I wrote it all down, was 25,638. I ended with 26,398 for a total words written of 760. So I wrote 760 words in 30 minutes, even though they did a 45-minute sprint. I could have pushed myself a little harder, but because I'm tired and because it's been a rough last 2 days, I just wanted to get the 30 minutes in that I promised myself that I would do daily. As you know, when I was writing with Morgan, I wrote 25 minutes at a time, and that was good too, but this was even better. So I look forward to writing some more words tomorrow, and really honestly getting back into the story of this book. I'm really excited about this book, and I really hope that I'm able to tell the story that I want to tell through these characters. So anyway, I hope that by seeing me push myself today, that you will also push yourself a little bit to do whatever it is that you are excited to do in your creative life. So until tomorrow, which will be Wednesday, I am going to sign off. Have a great night. Bye-bye. Hello, creatives. It's a sunny Wednesday here in Colorado, and I am just sitting down to get ready to write for the day. I've decided that I'm not going to do a sprint today with anyone. I'm just going to set my timer for 30 minutes and I'm going to write, and then I will check back in with you when I am done. How is your second week of April going? Um, Monday and Tuesday were pretty busy for me. And so, but I was able to write yesterday, actually last night, and now I'm getting ready to write now. So remember, it is also about consistency, and we're also concerning ourselves with quality over quantity. So here we go. Let's get our creative work done for the day. So, after a 30-minute sprint, I began this sprint at yesterday's total of 26,398 words. And I ended today's 30-minute sprint at 27,019 words for a grand total of 621 words written. So, I wanted to come back on and share with you that this is exactly what I mean by being consistent or remembering consistency and doing something daily to move the needle. Um, as I've stated before, I know that when I'm saying these total of words that it's not doesn't seem like a lot in the overall picture, but just from yesterday to today, I've already leapt from 26,000 words to 27,000 words. So I'm actually making progress in this manuscript, and I'm really excited about the part that I'm writing now because I'm introducing kind of a fun character that will probably kind of be like a godmother or a, voice of reason for my main character as she begins to change and evolve, because that is something that is really important to me in storytelling, is watching characters change and evolve because it makes them more human. I like seeing characters start in one place at the beginning of the story and then be a completely different person by the end of the story. So I'm really excited about writing this particular story because I think that there's so many layers to it, and I just hope that I can do it justice. And so, anyway, I'm going to sign off for the day, and I hope that you also took the time out today to practice your craft, or to even work on something that might be admin related for your craft if it's something that you're trying to make monetary, or You know, maybe you had a day like I had on Monday and Tuesday today, and you weren't able to do it. Just know that no matter what, life happens, and remember that you from each day you are not going to be able to give the same amount of energy to your art form, but I think that you should always focus on making sure that you give it your best when you can. So, anyway, I'll see you tomorrow, which will be Thursday. We're almost at the end of the week. Can you believe it? See you soon. Bye. Hello, fellow creatives. I'm back. So, anyway, I was on vacation last week, and I don't think I will ever be a creative or a vlogger or whatever this channel becomes where I will record myself on vacation. I think those times are very private, and those times are kind of like times where I like to reset. So I don't usually record during those times. But I'm happy to be back. And if you are joining me for the first time, my name is Nadia Johnson. I am the Nadia in the Nadia Effect. And I am here to kind of share my author journey through this channel, because my author journey, I feel, is one that is not often talked about, because most of the time people talk about their highs and don't often talk about their lows. And so I want to change that, because I think that we need to see more of that, especially as we have new authors coming into our community. And you know, they need to know that it's okay to fail, it's okay to make mistakes, because you will, because I have. And I am hoping that through this channel I can help you to steer clear of some of the mistakes that I've made. But again, I'm glad to be here, and this is going to be a writing vlog. So I have, if this is the first time that you've joined me, my work in progress currently is a second book in a series that I'm writing called Unbridled. It's tentatively titled that, but I think it's probably going to stay that title. And I'm really excited about it, even though I haven't written in it. I think the last time I wrote was probably the 12th of April, which I think was like a Wednesday, a couple of weeks ago. So it's been 2 weeks. So I'm going to get back into the manuscript today, and I'm really excited about it because I have some really exciting things happening in the portion of the novel that I'm in. And I'm hoping to get this draft done within the next, like, probably, I'm gonna say I would like to have it done at least by the beginning of June. But even if I don't, I'm not in any hurry. But I do feel like it's important for me to begin to realize that I have to set specific deadlines for myself. That's something that I'm learning. And so I think for right now, I think I'm going to loosely say that I want to have this draft done by June, by the beginning of June, by June 1st. So let's get into it. for a 30-minute sprint for today, I started at 27,019 words. I ended with 27,707 words for a final total of 700, here we go, 688 words written. And again, I always stress this. I know that, you know, when you're watching this or when people watch this, they're probably going to think, I don't know how you're ever going to finish a novel writing 30 minutes every day. So I'd just like to say that for me, before before I got back into this novel at the beginning of April, I had not written in this manuscript since February. So what I'm trying to do is work my way up to longer sprints or more sprints, I guess. And so next month, I think I'm going to start doing a morning sprint of 30 minutes and a evening sprint of 30 minutes, Monday through Friday, so that I can begin to kind of pick up the momentum in the story. Because I do want to make my writing a priority, and in one of my past videos, I talked about moving the needle. It is very important to me to begin to move the needle in my writing career. I don't. I currently work as an admin, and I know that for me, I don't want to work as an admin for the rest of my life. My dream is to become a full-time author, and so that is why I want to pour more of myself into that endeavor and not be afraid anymore. So I say all of this to say that yes, judge me for if you have to for my 30-minute sprints a day, but realize that I am moving the needle and I am making progress and I feel good about it. And I want you on your own journey, whatever that journey is, to be comfortable in that journey and not try to compare yourself to where everyone else is. Because I think it's important to, first of all, love what you're doing, even if it's not writing, to love what you're doing and to not be in competition with anyone but yourself. The important thing for me now is writing, and has always been writing the best book possible, and this book is no different. I want to write my best work, and so that when I put it out into to the world, no matter what the criticisms are or what people think about it, I feel proud of what I've written. So I know this was kind of a ramble, but I think that I needed to say this, because I feel like someone besides myself needed to hear it. So anyway, I'm going to sign off for today, and I will see you tomorrow, which will be Tuesday, for another 30-minute sprint. Hope you have a great day. Hello, creatives. So it is Tuesday, April 25th, and I am back for, another piece of this writing vlog because I need to get some more writing done. So it's been a busy morning. I think it's it's about 1:40 in the afternoon, and I am just now sitting down to write this sprint, but I wanted to check in and say good morning and tell you, how my morning has been. So pretty much this morning I worked out. I am a huge fan of Just Dance, and I bought a Switch last year for my birthday. So I like to do Just Dance before I do any other piece of my workout because it kind of is a warm up to the actual workout, even though Just Dance can be a workout. So I did that, and then I also did a daily burn workout this morning. It was about a 33-minute workout. It was a strength training workout, which I don't usually like, but this particular trainer was amazing. Her name I think was Phoenix. So if anyone, so comment down below if you know anything about the trainer Phoenix or anything about Daily Burn, or if you want to talk about your own, exercise regimen. And then I also had to go to the grocery store where I spent a small fortune, which is crazy how everything in the store is so expensive now. And I did some reading this morning. I really want to also explore some of the books I'm reading because I'm also going to explore some of the shows that I'm watching on this channel because I think, it's just a fun way for me to connect with you as the audience and to kind of show you who I am as a person. So I look forward to those videos, and those will be coming up probably sometime in May or June. So for now, let's get to the writing. Oh, and one more thing. I chose this week not to do any streams. I wish there were more daytime streams, and maybe there are. So if there are some that you can recommend, then let me know. But I haven't been able to find many daytime streams, and if they are, they're like early in the morning before I'm even awake. And so if you know of any daytime streams that, that are happening that I'm not aware of, please let me know in the comments below. But until we meet again, I'm going to knock out this 30 minutes, and I will see you in a bit. Hello. So after my 30-minute sprint, I started with a word count of 27,707 words. I ended with a word count of 28,473 words for a total word count of the day of 766 words. I am very, very happy with that word count because my word counts can vary and they can sometimes be really low, but they've kind of been consistent since I've been consistently writing. In 30 minutes I can usually write about anywhere between 600 to like 750 words for the most part, depending on what I'm writing and what chapter I'm writing and where I am in the story. I'm just really happy, I guess, to be back in this story. I think I'm beginning to realize that my books have always have an element of romance. And I wonder if it's because romance is missing in my life, which is kind of sad, but I write elements of romance in I think there's an element of romance in all of my books, and I don't know, it's just really weird because I just noticed that over the course of the past few years that when I'm writing I always have to have some kind of love interest in there. It built because I think love is beautiful. When it's real and when it's healthy, I think it's beautiful. I think in this particular story, I think there's a lot of history between the two characters that are they've had a past, and the past is kind of a different past, and um, but them reconnecting, and they're reconnecting in a completely different way is two different people, and it's really exciting to write because sometimes there's resentments and things that we hold on to when we exit a relationship, and um, I know I've recently had to do that myself, and maybe that's why it's coming out in the story. And I think sometimes that's how I work things out. So um, it's pretty exciting to be back in this story and really diving back into these characters. So I'm really excited. So, anyway, I'm going to sign off for today, and I will be back for Wednesday tomorrow to write some more. Have a great rest of your day. Good morning, early afternoon creatives. I am just checking in on Wednesday, April 26th to head into another writing session. If this is your first time joining me, I am going to do a 30-minute writing session. I only do one 30-minute writing session. I'm not participating in NaNo, but I am trying to get back into a better writing habit. So, starting with the 30 minutes every day will form the habit, and then I can build upon that. So, um, I'm actually working on, I think I'm in chapter 14 now of my current project, and I say this, but I am really excited about this project, and I'm really enjoying writing this project. So I'm hoping to. I said the other day that I was hoping to finish the first draft by June, but I'm thinking I might try to finish the first draft by the end of July, by not the end of July, by the end of June, because then we go into the second Camp Nano in July, and I would really like to be working on something else at that point. So I want to try, that is my goal now, the end of June, to have this draft of this particular book done, to kind of set it aside and let it rest and continue work on one of the other two projects that I now have in a holding pattern where I finished the first draft of. Um, I'm just, I'm really, really enjoying recording this process, and being, and it kind of helps me to feel like I'm being held accountable every day. So tell me, what are some of the things that you are doing in order to hold yourself accountable to your writing? And what are some of your struggles that you're having in creating a regular writing routine? So, anyway, let's get to the writing. I, again, am not using any sprints this week, but I'm just going to set a 30-minute timer, and then I'm going to go for it. So, I will check back in with you in a little bit. Yet another check in, people, and I am happy to report that my starting word count was 28,420, no, 473 words. And I ended with a total of 29,147 words for a total words written of 674 words for the day. So, again, I am making progress. And I am actually really excited because I am about to hit the 30,000 word count mark in my manuscript. Who knew? I am proof that even by making small incremental steps every day that you can make progress. It does not always have to be a big leap of words in your manuscript. It does not have to be it doesn't have to be a big bound forward in your manuscript, because as I'm looking back over the month, I believe when I started this month, I started out with 23,000 words in my manuscript, and I'm almost at 30,000 words for the month of April. And again, that may not seem like a lot for many of you out there who write novels quickly, or who write novels really fast, but I am not that author. I am the author who is going to root for you when you make the small changes in your routine and in your manuscript and in the way that you approach your writing. I'm going to be rooting for you because I understand that I have come to a place in my life, I think, where it is less important for me to do more and not feel proud of what I've done than it is for me to do less and get myself back into a routine and keep moving forward. And the other thing I'm proud of this week is I have written Monday through Wednesday already this week, and I'm looking forward to writing more on Thursday and Friday and finishing out this week strong. So, just another note for you that if life has gotten hectic, make the time for those things that are going to move the needle. Remember my Naked Monday video where I discussed that, and also think about, your why. Why do you like to write? Why do you like to create? Because there are some creators that don't write, so I just want to include everyone. Why do you do it? I know that I'm doing it and taking the steps that I'm taking because I want to become a full-time author. So, here's to another, at the end of another great writing session. I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and I'll be checking in with you tomorrow when we do another 30-minute sprint. Have a good day. Bye. Yeah. Hello, creatives. It is Thursday morning, so good morning. I think it's about, let's see, it's about 11:20 in the a.m. here in Denver, and it's sunny, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's warm outside because Colorado weather is weird. And I am excited to get into the day. I have a busy day today. I don't know if I've said this, but I do Postmates part time, or not Postmates, Uber Eats, excuse me, part time, and so today is one of the days that I go out and do that to earn a little extra cash, and so I will be doing that. And then this morning I did kind of a recovery workout today, but um, something interesting happened this morning after the workout. So There is a host on the Daily Burn workouts that his name is JD, and he's been with them probably since the beginning. And he said something really important this morning that I want to share with you. So he talked about how our culture uses self-care and how self-care has become a buzzword, and people think that self-care is like going to a day spa or something like that. But what stood out for me in um his kind of like revelation in his own life, I guess, was that he said that self care was also about making sure that your needs were met and being okay with that. Um, and it might not touch you as deeply as it touched me, but it did because I think that sometimes we look to others to kind of meet our emotional needs and our physical needs. And um, that stood out to me because I know for me, I've struggled for years with being a single woman and being in my 40s and not really having any prospects and not really, currently not really looking for any prospects and wondering if I am going to be someone who ends up by myself. So it rang very true for me this morning that I first have to know, and what I took from that is I realized that I first have to know how to meet my needs before I can ask someone else to do the same thing. And maybe a lot of you out there already knew that, but I get these little like mini revelations in my life where I think, wow, that's kind of profound for me because it's not something that I've really focused on, I guess. So I say all of this just to say that make sure that you are getting your needs met, that you are meeting your own needs, that you are meeting yourself where you need to be meeting yourself. And realize that it's okay. It's not selfish. Um, it's not a horrible thing. It's just what we need because we're human. So take that into your day to day, like I'm going to take it into mine. Let it simmer, let it marinate, and give me your thoughts about what you think about that. So, anyway, I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'm going to get these words in. And I'm happy to say this is my 4th day this week that I've gotten words in. So I'm really happy to get that done. And I hope that you are also going to get your creative work done for the day. Have a great day. Bye. So, as you saw, I decided to write outside again. The last couple of days, I think I've written outside, and I like when it starts to get warm out because I feel like I'm in my writing element at that point. So, um, I'm not sure how many words I got today. Let me take a look and then I'll come back. Okay, so I checked the word count and I started with a word count of 29,147 words. That's what I ended up with yesterday. And I finished today with 29,856 words for a total words written of 709. I am so proud of myself for getting to this point in my novel because today, before I sat down, I'm going to share something with you. Before I sat down, I was thinking, I don't even, because, okay, so before I even get into that, I'm going to say this. I've said before that I'm a pantser. I don't like to plan out my novels because I like to write what where I feel like the story is leading me. And so today was one of those days, which I realize as a pantser, I have these often, and it has often stopped me from writing on certain days. I will not write because I'm like, well, I don't even know what I'm going to write. So instead of me sitting down in front of the screen and just letting the words come, or not come for that matter, I will just not write and I will just not do a writing session. But today proved to me that I don't, as a pantser, I don't have to always know the direction of the novel because sometimes when you're really in a story, it will tell you where it needs to go next. And that was the case today. Because when I sat down, I was completely like, I don't know what I'm going to write today. And I was thinking, well, maybe I'll just spend time, like reading over like my past stuff written just to kind of get myself back into the rhythm of things. And I said, nope, I'm going to actually try to write some words. And I said to myself, no matter how many words there are, I'm going to try. And I did. And I got 709 words. And I'm proud of myself because I am this close to reaching 30,000 in this manuscript. And this is coming from someone who has been writing this novel off and on probably since before COVID. And I am just happy that I am writing and that I am doing the things that I promised myself that I would do. I'm showing up for myself. And so I encourage you, and I'm sorry because I'm emotional, but I'm going to say this. Show up for yourself. It doesn't matter if your creative endeavor is writing or it's painting or it's music. Show up for you because you are the only one who can make your dreams a reality. And I'm going to leave you with that. Show up for you. Even when it's hard, show up for you. And I'm sorry to get emotional about it, but I think after spending all that time in such a dark place and in depression and not seeing a way out, it feels good to be in a place where I'm actually creative again. And I'm actually writing words. And I'm actually doing the things that make me happy. So show up for you. I promise you, you won't regret it. Have a good rest of your day. And I'll check in with you tomorrow, which is Friday. We made it through a complete week of writing this week. If I make it through tomorrow, I will have beaten my curse. And so I can go on from there. I am happy, happy, happy. So go get it. See you tomorrow. Good morning and happy Friday, creatives. I am back with another check-in for the end of the week. I'm so glad to have made it to the end of another week and I am even more happy to have committed myself to writing the words every day. So, my thought today was about how I was talking about in my recent um, Naked Monday video about how to recapture my joy, and I talked about pushing yourself into or being comfortable, getting comfortable with the uncomfortable, and I felt that this morning. I did a workout that honestly pushed me beyond what I was comfortable with. But the reason I'm telling you this is not to tell you about my physical fitness. It's about my revelation this morning that yes, we should get comfortable in being uncomfortable. But what I would like to do is expand on that, because what I realized this morning is that even in our uncomfortable places, there is a way to modify our life to fit where we're at. And what I mean by that is this morning, I realized that I was nowhere near the place in my physical fitness to do the exercises in the way that the young lady who was teaching the class was doing them. But what I did realize is that I could do them. I could still do what she was doing, and I could modify it or make it slower or and still do the movement that she was doing. So I say all of that to say that even in when you are in your most uncomfortable position, there is a way to modify or to change your actions and your actions to kind of fit the scenario that you're currently in. I don't know if that made any sense, but it makes sense to me. I know that sometimes when I'm talking, it doesn't always come across the way that I want it to, but I hope that that made sense. But anyway, I just wanted to check in with you and let you know that little tidbit of information, and also that I am getting ready to do my 30-minute writing sprint for the day, and I'm really, really happy because I've written every day this week. And I just wanted to encourage you that even if you didn't, that's okay. You are on your own journey. I just hope that you continue to push yourself beyond your comfort zone. So I will check in with you after I finish my 30-minute sprint. Keep creating. See you in a bit. Oh my God. So I just finished a 30-minute sprint, and I am happy to report that I have written all 5 days this week. So again, I showed up for myself. I just want to say that I know that life gets hard, that everything will not always fall in place every week, every day. You won't always feel the same, your energy won't be the same, your best won't be the same. But showing up for yourself is the best feeling that you can ever give yourself. Showing up for your dream, remembering your why, all of it culminates into this feeling that I'm feeling today. I cannot believe that I actually committed every day to sitting down and writing, but I did it. And I want to stress again that if you didn't do it, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. This social media thing is our highlight reel of our lives most of the time, and I want to change that because it shouldn't be a highlight reel of all the things that we're doing right. It should also include the things that we're uncertain about, where areas where we're still unsure, because that is where you get to connect with people. And I'm just really, really proud of myself. And to sit here and say that to myself, I don't say that often enough. And so I want you to learn to be proud of wherever you are and whatever you're doing, because you are worth it. Your dream is worth it. And it's Friday and we made it through another week. And I cannot wait to see what you've done this week and what you'll do beyond this week. So, don't forget to comment, subscribe, and share this video for someone that might need some of the information that I've been, passing on this week. So until next week, where we will have another Naked Monday and another work in progress video, I'm going to sign off. And I'm going to say have a great weekend and keep on creating, keep on writing the words, keep on painting, keep on creating music, keep on following your passion. Have a great day. Bye. So I just realized that after I closed out my video that I forgot to give an update on my word count. So I started with a word count of 29,856 words. I finished with a word count of 30,529 words for a total words written of 673 words. I not only wrote all 5 days this week, but I also crossed the 30,000 word mark in my manuscript. So, again, let's keep moving that needle. See you next week. Bye.